I'm limited. Just look at me. I'm limited. And just look at you. You can do all I couldn't do.
It's me, Jumbo. My real name is actually Fernando Yepes, and that's my father, my biological father's middle name and last name, if you've ever wondered. My mother named me after him only to get back at him because she was afraid that he would think that I wasn't actually his. So, which is totally right up her alley, something she would totally do. She almost named me Russell, which would have been just really, really bad. So I actually like my name Fernando a lot. So anyway, I have made you this video presentation. I have been thinking a lot about how to present myself to law school, and after we had our talk, I realized that I feel like I'm putting you in this awkward position because it's also you know, I haven't seen you in a long time. I know that you met me and Jerry and we caught up a little bit, but you know, out of the shadows I come out and ask you for a reference letter. And what do you really know about what I do? You know, I don't even know if I've actually shared with you. You know, I've just recently started sharing my films and my work with people. I tend to be actually kind of a private person. You know, I don't really post pictures on Facebook or anything like that. I'm not one of those people. So slowly I get sort of like dragged into it. So, and you know, trying to come out of my shell a little bit. I actually find fulfillment and enjoyment in my relationship and in things that I do with myself and things that I do artistically. And so per our conversation, I thought, well, you know, who am I and where have I been? It's actually a very good question. I haven't really been thinking about it. I've only been working on the LSAT for the past year and a half and have been sort of like working random jobs and shooting random films and haven't really thought about it. But in this video, you are going to know exactly who I am today, where I've been since we last left off, technically, you know, meaning professionally where I've been since we've last left off, and also why I've chosen to do this, and also a little bit about who I am, so that it would be easier for you to write this letter, and also to share with you who I am and what I do. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a tour of our apartment. This is our studio. I totally changed the lighting, and I don't know if I've already said this, I'm freaking exhausted. I'm standing this far away because I'm so tired. I actually gave myself a facial because I felt like, you know, I need a little bit of a glow. But I've been staying up to 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning working on this presentation, working on re-editing some films and finding these films and converting them and then piecing them together so that I have a nice through line of my artistic work, because my artistic work is sort of my professional resume. So it's sort of like what goes along with the resume, which is what I'm going to show you. But we will get into that. Jerry and I have just celebrated 4 years together. This is the studio that we live in. It's on the corner of 106 and Broadway. I'm going to grab the camera and I'm going to turn it around. I was hoping to get the reverse shot of this so you can see the beautiful views that we have here, but because of the lighting, I'm kind of in the shadows. So due to me losing the sun in a couple of hours, I decided to shoot it this way. But I'm going to give you a little tour of our very tiny studio. I'm going to grab the camera here. I'm going to switch this around and I'm going to show you. This is our sofa, and then this is the mirror, and this is me here. And this is the corner of 106 and Broadway, and this is our desk. We have 2 computers right now. We're going to go to laptops very, very soon once we figure out law school. And that's 106 and Broadway. And those are the buses. Those buses used to take me directly to my old apartment in Queens when I was still dating Jerry, so it was very convenient. These are cheap apartments where a lot of students live in. And this is Noam. He's my inspiration. He plays piano with me and keeps me company during the day. It was a gift from Jerry on my birthday. I just bought Jerry for our anniversary this great little like calendar called What's Your Poo Telling You? And I'm currently reading Armand el Vampiro. It's an Anne Rice book in Spanish, which I never read the English version, so this has been really, really fun for me to be able to study Spanish this way. And this is actually West End, right? And we are at a sort of like, there's a little park across the street, and you can see the leaves are changing. These are $1 million apartments here. They go all the way up, and so that's West End, and Broadway's on the other side of the park, and they start to merge, and then it goes all the way up the street. And about 10 blocks from here, up that street, is Columbia University, and Columbia Law School, Columbia Medical, Manhattan School of Music, Barnard College. All these great schools are up here. There's a hospital behind there too. And then here's our TV. Here's our little kitchen area. These are co-ops. So we're this poor gay couple that live in the middle of a very, very expensive neighborhood. And this is our little kitchen. We have a crock pot, coffee. There's a little kitchenette area. It's not very glamorous, you know. And so that's the door to the bathroom. And then this is our little bedroom area. So we have sort of like a bedroom nook, you see? You can still see the living room from here. And this is our bedroom area. We have a window, thank God. And this is our bedroom where all the evil, deviant things that we do, which are very, very inappropriate, and that's that. So, and I have this kitchen island, which I actually bought Jerry. So the way the studio works is we just shift things around. So as you see, I can slide this back and forth, and we can actually slide this TV unit out as well. And also when we have guests, this table opens up when we slide it into the middle of the floor here. And that is how we do things here in this studio in Manhattan. Okay, so I'm putting you back up. If this takes too long, I'll edit this section out. And let's see if I can find you. Yeah, oh my God, I look terrible. I really apologize for this tired look that I have. So anyway, okay. Yeah, I just basically changed the scene. I actually did some relighting, and this was all intentional. And if you notice, I'm further away from the camera because I just saw the last shot before I moved to this shot, and you don't need to be subjected to that tired face. I decided. I mean, really, it's really unacceptable, and I do need to get some serious beauty rest. I don't think I've slept well in about maybe a month between this whole process. But anyway, in this segment...
It's time to